known in the American fight trade as a real dangerous fighter. He stopped Doug DeWitt, a real tough guy, in 3 rounds, had him down and really in trouble. So I honestly think that this is a tough one for Errol Christie. He's only 26, Quinones, and fought the world champion Callum Bay, although he was counted out in that fight in Italy. So it's a bit of a step up in class for Christie since he lost to the American Charlie Boston in December of last year. And he's had a couple of wins since then to get some confidence back, Errol Christie. And now there's confidence in the family with his brother, the new champion. And of course he's giving weight away here. Quinones at 12 stone. It's really something. I think Christie's management might have been a bit concerned about that, because they knew he was good enough without having to spot him weight as well. So I suppose he blamed the travel they normally do, so they had a few peanuts on the aeroplane and put weight on. Long right-hand punch, not a lot of power in that at all. It was only patched him, but you can see where he becomes dangerous with that overarm right.
Yeah, well, he is a dangerous opponent without giving away weight to him. So Christie wants to be nice and careful, and one of Christie's problems, he picked up a few bad habits in his early pro days when things were going so much his way. And sometimes when the chips are down, his defence isn't tight enough. But I think as this carries on, he's going to be looking for a tight defence, I would think.
Note the Christie haircut, that'll help in the slipper punch or two, won't it? That's really a close shave. So a minute to go in the opening round then, scheduled for 10. And there's good right hand there from Christie. That's better than Quinones has shown. Good relaxed opening round, I think, Jim, for Christie, don't you?
It was a good first round, but Quinones is looking dangerous. The way he slips to the side and comes up with hooks, that's probably the most dangerous type of opponent for Christie, because he does leave his chin up high too often.
Yeah, he's got to try and get this Puerto Rican lad under control here. There's Quinones then, and I've seen him box in America. He had 5 wins in the first round. Early on in his career, he's boxed all over the place: Los Angeles, Milan, Miami, New York, Las Vegas. So he really won't be worried about coming on a Saturday afternoon to Berkshire. Christie with his old firm now of Jimmy Tibbs working with him in the ring, a trainer, and Brian Walters. And as I say, he had a couple of wins since he lost to Charlie Boston last year. And now he's got, of course, his brother Lloyd, one of 6 brothers, who just won a belt outright. Round 2. Well, I thought it was going to be an interesting match, Jim, the moment I heard that Quinones was picked. And I thought, well, it's not going to be a walkover at all for Christie, this one, and it's turning out that way, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough match for him, but at the same time, I don't think they would be doing Errol any favours dropping him back down and getting him more of these 1 and 2 and 3 round jobs. This is what he needs, probably. We'll find out if he can rise to the occasion. because he always has been a tremendous talent, but a couple of times he's run into trouble, mainly caused by mistakes he learned early in his career, which weren't hammered out.
As he's gone down to World Boxing Council 22 now in the middleweights after that loss, and Errol Graham's number 6 and Tony Simpson 17. Quite a few of the Christie camp and supporters are saying jab the left hand out. That's to try and keep Quinones at bay, but it looks as though he's got the longer reach, the Puerto Rican.
Quinones is beginning now to try to put Christie under pressure. And the extra weight now is coming in handy too.
Certainly signals them a bit, so I would hope that Christie's been able to slip those. He can really see them coming. There's a bit of a telegram job. Only listen to the crowd here, Jim. They're telling him every punch, something which I've never heard of at the moment to use. Minute to go in the second. Oh, see, that right hand comes over. When he gets a bit nearer with it, the Puerto Rican is a little bit dangerous.
Quinones is not a sharp puncher, but they seem to be, he seems more of a thumping type puncher. I mean, the punches look slow, and you imagine Christie should be able to slip them when they get home. I think he has a lot of arm strength in his punches. He's not what you would call a sharp puncher.
No, they're kind of clubbing style, aren't they? Good place to use them too, isn't it? Blazers Club. Middleweight, but Quinones is at 12 stone, getting into the light heavy division there. And I must say, looking back, Christie walked into a haymaker once from a full light heavyweight from Belgium, Jose Says, which was the first defeat of his career. He's now had 29 fights, won 26, but he's stopped 22 of those 26. So it's a very creditable record. Jim, I think Quinones is just creeping that bit nearer with that right hand now. It's not so long as it was in the opening round.
Yeah, it starts coming forward, a little bit of success, and then he just stops and backs off again. I don't know what's in his mind. I don't know if he's trying to bring Christie forward and lull him into mistakes or what.
It looks as though he's fighting himself into shape after travelling like that, Quinones. That often happens with around the world fighters, Jim, doesn't it? They take a round or two to get the feel of it all.
Yeah, well, that's right. We don't know what time it is in his head with jet lag and all that, but he's certainly lively enough now. Still those slow telegraph punches, but still the fair bit of style there.
Oh, that left hook came in there. Well, we hadn't seen a left hook come in. We've been saying all through that he's a dangerous whacker, Quinones. Throws them from awkward angles, and now can Christie get over this one because it's early in the round. It's about halfway through this round now in the fourth. And Christie in trouble again, and he's going to get stopped here. Yes, he's got to stop him because he's hanging on to the ropes, and it looked like Quinones started to warm up there, Jim. We said when he came into the ring, this is a dangerous fellow, and particularly carrying the weight like that. And such a good prospect as Christie. Well, he ran into that. He didn't move away, he slid away from the left hook. Jim?
Well, I think there was a sign of inexperience at the way the fight finished. It was as though Christie expected a standing count. He touched down, stood up again as though he expected the referee to give him a standing count, which didn't happen.
To say Christie taking unnecessary punishment, the referee has stopped the contest. Quinones is the winner.
So there it is. The danger man came in, and I'm afraid for the Christie people and the fans that he proved it. So have a look at the first knockdown then in replay, Jim.
See, Quinones' punches were always slow all the way through, slow, cumbersome, but they had good arm strength, and that one come spot on. A nice little uppercut, bang on target. Christie was still a little bit shaky as he got up. He looked to his corner. They told him to stand up at 9.
Yeah. Go away, go home.